host. We're live. Woohoo! Woo 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 wah! Womp 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 womp.
Oh, hi there, it's me, your inner voice. Hello. Oh, wow, it looks like Vicky's very much on time. Just 10 minutes late, some people might say. Well, late schmate. Actually, I think she's quite early.
Anyway, welcome to Mondays with Vicky, the format that I invented. Mondays with Vicky, only available on Mondays with me, your host Vicky. Hello, everyone. Hello, first time chat glamorous. Hello, Yazi. Hello, Theo Horst. You're 2 days late. Okay, sue me. Frosted Cat, underrated. Moiza, Person, Nora, Kitani is my main. Oat to order, Lucy Goosey. Hello there, Lasagne. Hello, Atlantiquion. Bulbasaur Supremacy, thank you for subscribing. 20 months. Jesus Christ. Hello, Pie. Hello, Diggy Dog. Tina Tails. Blue Demon. Hello, my favorite ginger. Thank you very much. I hope the only ginger in your life. There can always be only one. Charlie Meep Meep. Cripply Clonny. Hello there, Tail Horse. Right, I'm claiming your fish. Well, okay, way to be insensitive. Wow. I'm taking that personally. Sarolo, thank you for resubscribing for 9 months. Jesus Christ. Hello, thank you so much. Hello, AJ's. Hello, missed you at the weekend. I'm very sorry. You're not the only ginger in my life. Hey! Oi, Taisha, hello, Robin, hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Welcome, Anonymous. Thank you for gifting 10 subs. Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Oh my God, that's a way to start a stream as well. Oh my God, thank you. I'm very flattered, and in fact, I have some chocolates for you. Haha, a little thanks to you. I shall now feed you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're very kind and very generous, Anonymous. Jesus Christ. I really appreciate it. MMX still at work, heading home soon. Well, now it's time to chill. And thank you for asking. She knows how to read. She's a witch. Ooh, I have edited quite a bit these last days. Wait, before I tell you what I did, just look at my Shrocks. Just so you know, it's my Shrocks that I'm wearing. So I've edited a little bit, and no! There's a bit of a dent in Chair-chan. I think I might have to get a new chair soon. Oh no. But I've been editing hard, and I finished my Assassin's Creed video. So I'm gonna have a 10-minute Assassin's Creed kind of best of, because I'm not allowed to show everything. And they wanted it to be more of a snippet. Yeah, like a best of. Because they don't want to spoil too much yet, because the game's only releasing in March. Wait. Was I? Yeah. No, yeah, anyway. So. Anyway. I have a gameplay video that will be there in 3 days. I mean, you know what? I don't think it's a huge secret. I don't remember. But you know what? Forget about that. But yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be very fun. Wonder what game it could be. I'm gonna show you guys in 3 days. And it's very fun. I've been editing a lot. And it was super, I don't know, it was really nice to edit. Because it was also very fun to play. But you'll see in 3 days. I wonder what it could be. Anyway, weird how the first 5 minutes of the stream was muted in the VODs. Yeah, you know what? Just let's just all forget about that. You're looking rather nice today. Thank you. I actually didn't have my eyeliner today because I needed to get ready a little fast. So I hope that's okay. Pi, thank you for asking how I'm doing. I sent you a gift in the Discord server. Just chatting server. I'll check it out in a second. I'm excited as well. I love whichever game franchise you wrote there, and it combined with it Japan. Yeah, the gameplay at Gamescom already seemed awesome. I think it's not really secret that I got to play it. I just wasn't 100% sure. Obviously, I'm not allowed to show anything yet. But I don't think it's a huge secret I was allowed to try it out. But I was early, and it was super cool. But I'm not allowed to say anything about it. I think that's smart. that I'm not allowed to say the contents of what I did. But I got to play a little bit. It was super fun, so I'm really excited to share that. And I'm also going to be editing the Aloft video, so there's going to be 2 gameplay videos on my YouTube channel in the next days. And that's really cool, because I want to post more longer videos and make that my main focus. I think that's going to be really fun. Anyway, we're not going to play Aloft again today, no. I mean, unless you guys want to. I just meant that I'm going to edit the last stream's Aloft thing, last VOD. I'm going to edit into a best of video. And I think that's going to be really fun. And I also want to do more Vicky Explains. Yes, the next Vicky Explains is me going to be explaining fish. I think it's also going to be fun. And speaking of fish, if you're in my Discord server, you might have read why I didn't stream on Saturday. Unfortunately, we had to euthanize one of my fish because she had an injury very suddenly, and we don't know what caused it. It might have been another fish. It might have been, from what I read online, it might have been a cyst that ruptured, but it was an injury, without being too graphic, that couldn't heal, that was gonna be lethal. From the behavior of the fish, I didn't really notice that, I didn't really notice that she would be distressed. She swam around like any other fish, but it was an injury that was lethal, and that would have killed her, or not lethal, but it would have killed her down the line. It was a deadly injury, but she was still alive, and rather than letting her suffer, I looked it up as much as I could, similar injuries, and everyone said that it's the best thing to euthanize a fish if they're that injured. And so I had to, unfortunately, euthanize one of my fish on Saturday, and it was right before the stream as well. And we did it by getting clove oil. So you get clove oil, essential oil. You mix it up with milk to get it to dissolve in water, and then you add it to water, and that basically puts them to sleep. And it was very hard. It sucked a lot, because I love my fish a lot, and I know to some people maybe they'd say it's just fish and they have a short lifespan. I know that I've lost fish before, but I've never had to actively unalive them. It was more so I woke up and they weren't alive anymore. That has happened, and that's always going to happen if you have fish, because you also don't know if maybe they're super old when you get them, if maybe they've had some diseases. You never know, but this time it was really unexpected, and I had to do it. But I figured, as a pet owner, a part of the responsibility you take on is obviously you want to give them a great life, but when it comes to the end of their journey, you have to be there for them and make a choice that's right for them. And it was super hard, but I did it. And that's why I took the weekend off, because I was just sad, man. I love animals. I love them a lot. So, to me, I know it was just a little... It's not contagious. What she had was more of an injury than an illness. So, I don't know. It was still sad, though. I really love animals. And for me, I don't know, it's... Even if it's a little fish and maybe it doesn't have a super long lifespan, that's still a life and it still deserves to be cherished. And I had a little mini funeral with candles and nice music because it was, that's still a life. That life still deserves to be loved. So, yeah. I unfortunately lost one of my fish. I just remember that you haven't had your Twitch recap. Oh, I did want to have a recap, but then we didn't stream in the beginning of the year. Oops. I may look like a snack. I am no food. Please no eat me, the little cat. I don't know. So, I think that's one of the main things you have to know about me, if you get to know me, is that I really have a huge heart for animals. I love animals so much. I don't know. I get really attached to animals. I care a lot about animals. I don't subscribe to they're just pets. Oh, you can cry when a human dies, but when it's just a pet, don't worry about it. Nuh-uh. I'll be bawling. I really care about them. It sucks. I also had, if you've been on my streams a bit longer, I've also had some friendships basically broken up over the fact that I found, I think once I found a little birdie that fell out of the nest, and it was at a friend's birthday party in elementary school, and I was like, oh no, we have to take this bird to the vet. And my friend said, well, if you take her to the vet, we're not gonna be friends anymore. It's my birthday. And I was just like, okay. But I took the bird to the vet because I was like, what the fuck? And, oh, that's so sweet. Do you have a photo of the fish? I can draw it if you want to. It may not be that great, but it's eternally yours. That's so, so sweet. That's so sweet. Oh my god. That is so kind. Oh. I have more videos of my aquarium than photos, but I can check. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So alright, I'll check my phone later. A bit of patience, my dears. A bit of patience. Furry and scaly kids are family too. Yeah, they're family, exactly. I think it's the most beautiful thing that we get to love creatures of all kind in our life. Little critters, little fish, little cats, dogs, whichever it is. That's so beautiful. So yeah. And I don't know, so anyway, that was the first friend I had. I also had another friend where I saw a crow on the street and it was being harassed by kids, and I was like, no, get away from that crow. Put him up, boys. Put him up. And then I went to the crow and I was like, oh, well, it's clearly not flying away. It must be injured or something. So I carefully went to pick it up, and the friend I was with at the time got super mad at me and was like, if you touch that, we're not friends anymore. What is it with people and ending friendships over animals or helping animals? What the fuck? If you don't want to help animals, respectfully, I don't want to be your friend. It's so weird. Like, I understand maybe having a hygiene thing and saying, you know what, we should only touch it with gloves. Fair enough. But if you touch it, I'm leaving. I was like, okay, bye. So I actually wasn't friends with her afterwards. And I also had another friend. It was another crow situation. Mid-conversation, we were just talking, having a good time. And there was a little crow hopping along the street. And it was a very young crow. And I wasn't sure if maybe it fell out of the nest because it wasn't flying away. And it was right next to the street. So I called wildlife services. And I stayed with the crow because I was trying to see if it can fly away. But it didn't. It just hopped. And I called them and I said, hey, here's a little crow. I don't know if maybe it fell out of the nest. Maybe its wing is injured. I don't know, but it's not flying away. It's right next to the street. I'm going to try to get it away from the street by standing between the street and the crow to just, you know, kind of navigate it away so it doesn't get run over. And it was like a good half hour before it just flew away. So I assume it was just very young and not confident in its flying abilities. Or not even half hour, I think more like 10-15 minutes. Because I remember I was still on the phone and I was like, oh, never mind, don't send anyone. Because they said it was going to take like over an hour until someone gets there. I was like, oh, never mind, you can cancel it. It just flew away. And then she was super happy. She was like, yay, the crow's fine. But then my friend afterwards was super mad at me, and she was like, oh, you know what, we were just having such a nice conversation, and now I'm annoyed because you were focusing so much on that crow. Bruh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are you that... I don't know what it is. You could have helped me. We could have done it together. I can still talk while helping something, so I'll never understand. I don't know, I'll never understand it. Because I don't know if I was walking around with people... and I saw a little animal, and someone saw it before me and was like, oh no, we should help them. Guess what I do? Hell yeah, let's help them, and then we could help them together, and we could even bond over that as two humans helping an animal. I don't understand it. Do your friends not like birds or something? It was three separate friends, so I don't know what it is with birds and people I've known in the past. I fed and pet stray dogs in Greece. I probably had collected all sicknesses that exist, but they became happy stray dogs, so worth it. That's so sweet. See, I'd do that. I'd do that too. Birds aren't real, they're drones. Oh, maybe my friends just knew more than I did. I don't know. I mean, for me, whichever animal it is, I've also had a bumblebee I've taken care of over more than an hour, just having it on my finger, trying to feed it sugared water and just walking outside with it, trying to see if it would fly away, and it passed away on my finger because I think it was maybe old or injured. But I hung out with it for over an hour, and I talked to it, and I cried when it died, and then I buried it. That's how it should be. I have a friend who loves doing stuff like that, but she does it at the worst possible moments. Like, she would pick up her little niece and then be an hour late because she saw a bee on the ground. Okay, hear me out. Okay, but to our defense, if there's an animal in need, you can't really pick the time when it happens. So it's not like you know what? Shout out to the bee. I hope it made it. It's not like the bee was like, you know what? I'm gonna ruin your plans. If there is an animal in need, there's an animal in need. And I mean, best case, there's not gonna be an animal in need because they're healthy and fine. But if there is, unfortunately, I'm always gonna have to prioritize that. Or fortunately, you know what? The bee had a vendetta against a little niece. Oh yeah. My paper figure. Yeah, I'm gonna check my phone now, cause I know you guys said I should. Really big fan. Sorry about the eyes. I'm not very good at drawing. Wait, I can also already see the Vorschau, the preview. Ah, that's so cool. Look at that. Akui. Yay. Huzzah. If I'm ever late to anything, you'll know it's because of animals. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Yes, I like that. This is a monarchy now. I'm a queen now. Very good. And then also, apparently, in just chatting ENG, there's a paper wiki. What? Oh my god, that's so cool! Do you have a photo of the cutout paper wiki? That's so, can I cut it out? Can I cut it? That's so cool. It's, oh, enjoying Word. That's so cool. Look at that. You can make your own cutout. What? The mustache in my Insta story, the filter's gone. I'm suing someone. The filter's gone. I can't use the mustache filter anymore. And I don't know why. I don't know who put it away. It was the best filter ever. I love the mustache filter and it's gone. Where did it go? Where did it go? Why is it gone? It's me. It's who I am. I want that since I can't buy merch. Yeah, I want the cutout wiki too. It's really cool. I need thicker paper to print it out on so it can also stand and doesn't flop away immediately. I want to see. Can you send a photo if you've already created it? That would be so cool. Can you look in Insta? Yes, I can look in Insta as well. If I already have my phone with me anyway. Let me see then. I don't see any new message. It's a little hard sometimes. I don't mean it in a suffering from success kind of way, but there's a lot of DMs. So if it's an older one, I probably can't find it. Because there's also a lot of people sending me reels. I don't really know why. I mean, messages I'm very happy about, but reels I don't fully understand. Oh, whose birthday is it? Oh, blah, happy birthday! Wait, let me see, where's the message? Is it your birthday? Where's the message? Can't see it. Oh no, I'm yawning already, no! I can't find it, but happy birthday if it's your birthday, blah. Good, good. Hello, Tice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear blah. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, doot, doot. I have a little trumpet. Anyway. Oh, remember, how is it 29th? One more year to the big 30. Yeah! Oh, thank you, Grim, for gifting 10 subs! In honor of Blah's birthday, I'll say thank you so much, Grim. Huzzah! Huzzah! There we go. Nice. Thank you so much, Grim. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy. And Taisha, thank you for gifting Blah a subscription. Yeah! Yeah! That's really sweet. Oh, I have to yawn again. I'm trying really hard to not yawn. Oh! I'm a little tired from all the editing, but worry not, I'll awaken promptly. And you know what? To honor your birthday, I think it's just right. Hold on, gotta pull up my pants a tiny bit. It's just right that from my Schrocks, I'll put on. Can you see my Schrocks? From Schrocks, I shall now go back to my boss. Sylvia and I were actually playing around with this earlier. Yesterday, actually. We noticed something that you can also do. You can also just wear these on your hands. Wait. I'm the alpha, I'm the lead. I'm going to just. Together we do whatever it takes. We're in this bag for life. Ow! What's that, Pookie? You're scared? Shh. Don't be. I need more. I love these so much. Anyway, I'm gonna be wearing them on my feet now because they're very cozy. They're actually one of the few things that keep my feet warm. I appreciate that a lot. So, just, you know, putting these grippers on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We'll continue the stream shortly. So, I also got some new slippers, which is these super cute ones. They're like little little eggs. I like these a lot too. They're super, super cute. So thank you so much for all the birthday gifts. I really appreciate it. Oh, well, this must be hallucination. No, it's even better. It's real. Thank you, Taisha. Dear Sama. Good. I'm new to you and would like to know what the hell's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either, man. I don't know either. Oh, NPC redeemed. Oh, it's been a while. Hello. Welcome to my human stream. Allow me to demonstrate my human paws. Allow me to demonstrate my human paws. Oh yeah, the horror started early today. What do you mean? All I hear is jealousy. Poor jealousy. No swearing. What the fuck? So, genug gegähnt. Enough yawning, as I said in German. We're gonna go. I love your Lord of the Rings kit. Thank you so much. I loved making it. Hey Vicky, I'm at a really low point in my life, and I just want to thank you for cheering me up when no one else could. Honestly, it means a lot. I hope you read this because I'm really glad I stumbled across you while mindlessly scrolling through shorts. I'm really happy you found me as well, Pacey Mac, and I'm really sorry that you're in a low point. Feel super, super hugged, and I'm happy that at least the stuff that I do can be a little entertainment and a little distraction. And I know it sounds super, super cheesy to say this, but it truly can get better. As someone who's also had really low points in her life, it can get so much better. So feel super hugged. And I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Chair reveal. Hey! I'm 18 million. Happy birthday. Is it your birthday? Oh, 18 months. Nice. Thank you very much for resubscribing. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's go. Why do I have to yawn so much? I'm not even tired. I don't understand. I'm literally not tired. That's weird. Oh, I started playing Dead Space. And I really, really enjoy You Make Me Yawn. I'm sorry. I can also do the thing I did back in lockdown when we had online classes. What I did every time I wanted to eat, because we weren't allowed to eat in the middle of classes, which I think is the weirdest thing. They say, oh, out of respect for your teachers, don't eat. I'm sorry, I've never felt disrespected when I saw someone eating. It's called meeting your basic needs. What the fuck? Anyway, regardless, I always did this thing where I was in class and I was like, oh. Super sneaky. I bet no one knew. I bought the game Stray. Yes, it's also currently, I think, it's on my wish list, and I saw that it's currently reduced price. I know it's a really good game. They're eating? That's so rude. Why won't they eat me? That's what I said. What do you mean? It's so weird. I feel like teachers got offended by the most weird things back in the day. Also, I remember we were not allowed to eat chewing gum, which, okay, I understand things like, don't put your chewing gum under the table, don't litter, just throw it away. But I'm sorry, if you get offended by seeing a student doing this, grow a pair. What do you mean? It's also, I think, proven that it increases oxygen flow to the brain, and it makes it better or easier for you to concentrate if you're chewing gum. And as someone with ADHD, chewing something or having something to do can be really helpful. So I don't know, you can't even drink in some classes. It's so ridiculous to me. I understand basic respect. I do understand, and I think it's important. But bruh, if someone's eating, they're not disrespecting you. They're eating. Not everything's about you. I'm sorry, I had beef with some of my teachers back in the day. Maybe I could be educated on this. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. So anyway, how dare you do things that help you pay attention? Yeah, you should just pay attention by default. You shouldn't need anything to help you pay attention. Never mind that some people, for example, have ADHD, which makes it really hard to pay attention for a long time. As someone who's best friends with a teacher, mostly they're grossed out by seeing food when someone chews with your mouth open. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If you're eating in front of other people, obviously have basic manners. And I do understand in the middle of class, like normal life class, that you shouldn't be eating huge meals because it can be distracting. But having like a little snack, bruh, let us eat. Come on, everyone, chat with me. Let us eat. Let us eat. Huzzah! I feel like I did something. Am I a hero? Did I just make a huge change? Let us eat! Let us eat! I knew someone was gonna say the let us eat. Was there any subject you hated when you were at school? Oh no, I have a very awkward story, unfortunately. I didn't like math because I wasn't very good at math. And it's a love-hate relationship because technically I can be good at math if I want to be, but I never listened, so I never knew what to do, if that makes sense. But when I listened and someone who was not the teacher explained it to me, I was like, so that's how you do it, and then I could do it. It was more of I'd never paid attention, so I just never knew what was happening. So I didn't like math because everything I was just like, peak ADHD, never listened, didn't know what the hell to do, so I just kind of survived. But the teacher was actually very sweet, and in Germany, there's the grades are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until you're in higher classes, and 1 is the best. It's like very good, 2 is good, 3 is like okay, it's fine. 4 it's literally satisfying, 3 is satisfying. Sexually. 4 is not enough, and 5 is sucky. And 6 is like you failed. I think 5 you already failed. A person in our physics class always took orders for getting spring rolls, and we always used to eat them on Thursday during physics. Oh yeah. Okay, see, that's fun. If everyone eats, it's fun. But so, why don't I get the sexual joke today? No, I said satisfying. 3 satisfying. Sexually satisfying. You get a 3 in class. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, so I didn't have super good grades in math because I never paid attention. And also, I'm sorry, little me knew it's not going to be relevant for the final exams that are going to determine what kind of university I go to, which grades I get in 9th grade. It just doesn't really matter. So I didn't really put a lot of effort into it. And the teacher once gave me a 3 on one of my exams. So basically, it's not very good. It's not good. It's kind of like satisfying. 3 isn't really that good. But it's fine. It's like 3 is fine. You passed. And she drew a little smiley next to it as a motivation because she thought like, hey, good job that you didn't get a worse grade. But I don't know why. Little teenage me got a little offended by that. Just the brain of a teenager. In hindsight, I feel so bad because she was probably just trying to be motivating. I already lost the plot. Okay, again, let me summarize. Math. Vicky not very good because she no pay attention. Had a 3 in an exam, which was a sucky, like not a super good grade. Teacher drew me a little smiley on it. I got offended by that. I didn't say anything or do anything. I didn't, didn't retaliate or anything. But for whatever reason, I had it in my head that this teacher didn't like me that much. I don't know, not to offend you, but no, stop offending me. Ew, I see so many. I see so many smileys. No, get away. No, I didn't say anything. I wasn't a dick about it. But then there was a story where I was a little bit of a dick, and I regret that. I was like 13, 14-ish. I'm really sorry. But I was at a little house party. No, I was 14, 15. I think that makes more sense because I was at a house party and I wouldn't be at 13. So, okay. Let's say I was like 15, 16-ish. That makes more sense. Because I was at a house party, And there was a little bit of alcohol, because in Germany, people who are 16 drink, and who are 15 drink. I don't know, it's a cultural thing. It's not that great. But I had a little bit of drinking below the age of 16 is illegal. Actually, you're just not allowed to purchase alcohol, but you are allowed to consume it. So anyway, I did have a little bit to drink, and one of the people there, who was my friend, introduced me to someone new, and he said, oh, in the context of the conversation, oh, do you know this one teacher, Madam, let's just call her Bones. Her name wasn't Bones, but I don't know why I thought of Bones. Do you know Madam Bones? And I was like, yeah, I know her. She's my math teacher. I hate her because I was a teenager. I don't know why, but I said I hate her. I didn't hate her. She was super nice. And guess who that other person was? Guess who that person was that I said to that I hate this teacher? It was her son. It was her son. I told her son that I hate her. And the thing is, I didn't even hate her. Even then, I didn't hate her. That sucked. I didn't even hate her, and I felt so bad, because I bet he told her, and I felt so bad, because she was just sweet. He even said, that's her son. Well, can't be embarrassed if you're dead. Joke's on you. Jesus Christ. That was one of the most embarrassing things. That sucked so bad. How did you notice that you have ADHD? Good question. Also, NCC, thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime. I really appreciate it. I don't know why I emphasized the Prime. I just read it right now. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But it sucked. I felt so bad because I didn't hate her. She was a sweet person. She was a sweet teacher. It was just one of those teenage things where I just heard a teacher's name. I was like a little tipsy and I was like, oh, teachers. I hate teachers. But I didn't. She was sweet. So, I don't know. In hindsight, I'm really sorry, son of the teacher that I had, and I'm sorry, teacher. No, I didn't do anything worse than that. I just felt bad, because she didn't even do anything. I didn't even hate her. Oh, thank you for hydrating me, by the way. Thanks. She was just about to surprise you guys with a snack, and she was waiting for the perfect moment behind a door listening. Let me just act this out. So, Vicky, you know your teacher, Madam Bones. What do you think about her? POV, meanwhile, the teacher in the background with like a really nice gift for me. I know Vicky's been struggling with math, but this huge gift I got her should help her. And then me, I hate her. No, don't make it worse. I feel so bad. Don't make it worse. I also realize now how bullying some kids were to teachers. As a kid, I guess I didn't realize teachers are ordinary humans too and could be hurt by things. Yeah, that's true. I think, obviously, don't be a dick to teachers. Some teachers are dicks, though, I will say. But obviously, most teachers are just doing the job, man. They're doing an important job and a very stressful job. So I do respect the job a lot. It does go both ways. I had teachers I really loved, and I also had some teachers that I didn't like that much. My math teacher I actually liked. Don't know why I said I hated her, but gotta go my own way. Anyway, I made myself be out of breath. How did I notice that I have ADHD? It started when I want to be a teacher. I think it's a really respectable profession. And I think it's a really hard profession as well, because you're dealing with either children or teenagers. Both have their hardships. I also have a friend who's a teacher, and I think it's a really, really cool job. But it's super hard. It wouldn't be anything for me. It started with my mom, met my dad. Well, I was actually undiagnosed my whole life until I was 24, 25-ish. 25 was, I think, when I got diagnosed. Or 26, was it last year? I haven't been diagnosed for long. And wait. I'm sorry for asking, my girlfriend just started streaming some weeks ago. Would it be cool for you to rate her stream when you were done? It's okay if you don't want to, and sorry again for asking. Well, if you drop her name, I would like to check out the streams before I rate anyone. I prefer rating people that I know at least a little bit, but I think it's a very cute ask. I think it's very sweet. I'm not opposed to it. So for me, getting diagnosed with ADHD, it started when I saw some TikToks of ADHD, because I had this vision of what ADHD is. Because ADHD in women is often is highly undiagnosed because it can present itself very differently to how it is in men/boys, because pretty much every study that's been done on ADHD has been done on boys. So therapists also, with how they diagnose you according to how ADHD shows in boys or men. And so I didn't really think I had ADHD. I saw some TikToks about ADHD in women, and I know a lot of people fell into this bubble and thought, oh, hey, maybe I have ADHD, because ADHD is also not super rare. It's not a rare condition to have. And in the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, it's probably stuff that applies to everyone. I bet everyone has trouble concentrating. I bet everyone has these things. So I didn't really pay attention to it much, and I saw other friends saying, hey, maybe I have ADHD. So I thought, you know what? I bet it's just videos for clicks where they have some some super generalized things. I don't know, I didn't really pay much attention to it. But eventually, I kept getting more and more videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna read into it. I'm just gonna Google ADHD symptoms in women. I'm just gonna read up on it more. And then I started reading up on it more, and I was like, wait, wait a second, this makes sense. And the more I read about it, the more I was like, hey, that was me. And so I don't know, I just kept reading, and then I was like, that's me. And eventually I told my therapist, who I had at the time, and she it took multiple weeks to get diagnosed because there were a lot of questionnaires, and she also interviewed my mom, and it was a whole procedure. It took quite a while, and eventually I got diagnosed with ADHD, and suddenly everything made sense. Every single question she brought up in the questionnaire, I don't know, it would be things like, did you forget things very often when you were a child? Did you get in trouble as a child for forgetting your homework? Did you have was your school bag super messy? I don't know, it's so many things where I was just like, yeah. Basically every question was just, yeah. And I finally felt understood, because it was so many things I got shamed for when I was a child, for being forgetful, for being messy, for, I don't know, all these things. And suddenly I realized, hey, it wasn't my fault. I wasn't being lazy or untidy. It was just my brain worked very differently. So yeah, it took a long time to get diagnosed. Aren't those ordinary child things? Well, that's where the diagnosis hits. You don't get diagnosed if one or two of these things apply to you. You get diagnosed if there's multiple categories of where ADHD affects you. And you have to have so and so many points in each category for you to get diagnosed. And for me, I did have those points. So yes, you might have been a messy child, doesn't mean you have ADHD. Yes, you might forget homework, doesn't mean you have ADHD. But when it's everything in the broad spectrum of the diagnosis, then you have ADHD. And again, ADHD isn't uncommon. So if you know multiple people who are like that, then you might know multiple people with ADHD. It's not rare. Medication I didn't consider yet, because so far I manage pretty fine, which is also very common in women because we get socialized differently. A lot of women tend to be able to mask ADHD better. I think mask might be a good word, or they're able to work around it better where they function in society because they're conditioned more to hide these things, which is also why it presents differently in women or girls and boys. So I don't know. It's I function pretty well. For me, one of the biggest things is I I suck at starting to do things. I'll have super many plans for the day. I'll say, you know what? I organized my day in my head. I think, okay, at this time I'm gonna edit a video. At this time I'm gonna do this. At that time I'm gonna do that. But when it comes to actually doing it, I suck. I just lay around in my bed and I get ADHD paralysis, I think is what it's called, where I just lay around and I can't start. I saw the underrated. I even followed it. I love that account so much. Thank you. I followed you on I subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much. I saw those with Sylvia. I really, really liked them. The videos. That's so, so sweet. Oh, you want to have a hug? Yes, of course, Maluda Fu. You come here. This hug is for everyone who needs it. Hugging you right now. Don't sniff me. You can sniff me. It's okay. I smell pretty good today. And yeah, for me with the ADHD diagnosis, it was also just how it is. I don't know. I didn't see it as a good or positive or negative thing. I saw it as a positive thing that I understood my brain finally, and I didn't have to feel ashamed of how my brain worked because it's not my fault how it's wired. But I didn't see it as a positive or negative thing. I mean, I don't mind my ADHD. I think it makes me very creative, and it makes it that I can switch topics super fast and that I have a lot of ideas. So I don't mind. It also has some downsides, of course, but I wouldn't trade it. I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it. When you made the Wicked video, who had the idea? You or Sylvia? It was my idea, actually. That's why it was uploaded to my account. So, Olazajne, good night. Sleep tight. But yeah, the Wicked video was my idea. I just got 5 ads in a row. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did tone them down as much as I could. And I do think it is kind of like hair colors. Everyone has a different hair color. That doesn't mean that one is better or worse than the other, just like our brains function differently. I also think ADHD would have... I had this topic with Sylvia, actually, that we both think ADHD is only a little bit difficult to navigate in today's society where, I mean, humans don't really live as we're supposed to. It's against our nature to live in apartments and have 9-to-5 jobs and be so focused around office jobs, for example. Obviously, everyone knows that. That's very much against our nature. But if you go back to what nature intended us to do, which is, to be hunters, gatherers, to live more of a nomad lifestyle, to live in the wilderness, to be out there in nature, I think an ADHD brain would be a huge advantage then, because we're very good at multitasking, we're very good at having multiple things in our minds, and I think in a nature setting, if you're surrounded by potentially predators, by any other risks, it's very, very good to have a brain that's so aware of everything. I think the overstimulation part comes in when that brain is then put into a city with, 10,000 bright billboards and loud noises everywhere. That's not, I don't know. I think that's why ADHD is a bit harder in our society than maybe it would have been if we were still cave people. So I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a bad trait. But one thing that also makes it so that you have ADHD, and this is one of the main things, is that we don't have as much dopamine as other people do. And dopamine, I think it's dopamine, correct me if I'm wrong, but dopamine is the enzyme or the hormone. What is it? The thingamabob is the thing that makes you motivated to do stuff. It's like a motivator. And if you don't have enough, that's where it comes from. That it's really difficult to start doing a task. Then once you're doing it, it's fine, but to start doing it, it's really hard. And if someone has enough, it feels super easy to them to just say, okay, I'm just going to do this now, I'm going to do that. But when you have ADHD, you don't have enough dopamine, and it's really, really difficult to push your brain to finally do stuff. And that's why under high stress, we work so well, because adrenaline from stress can work as a motivator as well. So fun fact. Dopamine is the hormone. Yes, good. Is task paralysis purely ADHD thing? I really recognize it, but not ADHD in general. I do think it can happen with other people. I don't think it's exclusive to ADHD, but it is one of the main things, or one of the big things in ADHD, task paralysis, because of the dopamine. I also had my hormones analyzed once, my stress hormones, and dopamine for me was super low, whereas the others were, I think serotonin was also lower at the time, because at that time I also had a depression, but dopamine was super low, and they couldn't really explain why. They were just like, that's kind of weird. Anyway, but then when I got my ADHD diagnosis, I just thought, bruh, What do you mean? If you're a doctor, you should know that it could be an indicator of ADHD. Why not say, maybe you should get that checked? No, just drink more water, ma'am. Anyway, well, we've been talking for quite a bit. My dopamine is low too, but I learned to handle it with copamine. No, I'm sorry. Be a hydro, homie. Yes, I shall drink. I actually want to drink. So I think it's interesting. I think it's a interesting topic to dwell in because it helped me understand myself better. I still don't handle my ADHD perfectly. One of the big things for me is also getting overstimulated if there's too many noises and too much visual stimuli. Like if I'm shopping, and this sucks because if I go grocery shopping, it's easiest for me if in Germany, if you live here, you might know Rewe, der gute Rewe. It's a very neat store. It's very nicely organized, very warm lights. It's relatively quiet. It's much easier for me to go shopping there than, say, for example, in a Lidl or Kaufland, where there's these fluorescent lights and a lot of people, and it's so hard because I just start dissociating, and it's so draining. It's mentally, it sucks because I just see all these things around me, all these products, and my eyes like keep staring at everything, and then it's really hard to talk to me because as I'm going around, I just do like the whoa visual stimuli, and the more people there are, the higher the chance that I dissociate, and it sucks because it's so draining. So I tend to shop in places where it's a bit more calm and organized, and there's a nice warm light. Lidl meltdown. Oh, I thought you said Lidl meltdown. Lidl mention, yeah. No, it's an actual meltdown. I hate it. And I can't have music on because I have to be aware of my surroundings, because I really don't like if I'm not aware of my surroundings. I don't feel safe if I'm not aware of my surroundings. So I can't even go in with the soundproof headphones where you don't hear anything around you. I can't even do that. One ear in. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah, one ear in I do. Little meltdown. Oh, noise canceling. Yes. So you get a little distracted in the supermarket. Yeah. I have one friend, one of my friends, she has ADHD and autism, so ADHD, and she always wears noise-canceling headphones, and for her it works really well because she also gets overstimulated when she goes to places like that where there's, I think shopping in general, if there's a lot around me that I want to look at, it's just too much. I don't know. Like, I can function, obviously. I've learned to function in today's society. I can do it well. I can go shopping if I have to. It's just the type of draining that maybe if you don't know me that well and I don't know, we'd be shopping together, you might not notice. Because obviously I'm not walking around in the store like, ah! But that's what I'm feeling internally. It's just super draining. So I try to, I don't know, for example, go shopping either super early, which is a lie because I'm usually sleeping super early, but I try to going shopping at times when there's not a lot of people. So I don't know. If there's Lidl meltdown, is there an Aldi meltdown? Definitely yes. Sound isolation, yeah. It's Yazi, what is it? What will I love? Did you post something? Did you post little Vicky in the thing in the Discord? I didn't see it. You must show me again. You said ciao. Is it that? You said adios. IKEA. I was in IKEA a few days ago, and I like IKEA. I like being there. But the same thing. No, where is it? Is it there something? Get Vicky, lol. With the boots. That's so cool. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, yeah. So I never go to Aldi or Lidl, which sucks because they're technically also, they're the more, if you don't live in Germany, I'm just going to give you some lore of our supermarkets. Aldi and Lidl are the more cheap ones, but they basically, I think, have most of the same products. It's just, I don't know, in other supermarkets it's unnecessarily expensive. So it would be nice to go shopping in the cheaper ones. But for me, I'd rather pay a little more and not have I don't know, not be drained that much, so I go to the more expensive one, which is Rewe, which I'd rather pay less, but it's just not worth the emotional stress for me. I don't know. It sucks. It's such a weird thing to explain as well, because I think if you can't relate, it's gonna sound so weird. But Jesus Christ, it's so draining. It's so draining. IKEA is super fun. I was in IKEA again a few days ago, and I was walking around. I was having a lot of fun. But it always happens for me very suddenly, where I go from la 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 la, oh, and then I'm just overstimulated. But it's so nice because I have people around me where they know me, and I don't have to explain anything, and then they'll just, I don't have to hide it, which makes it less draining, because then I can just, do like the, and then they just, they just take over and they just guide me out. I like that. I like IKEA. I have fun at IKEA. Autism is also a really interesting topic. I've been planning to finally get a diagnosis in the next few months. Fingers crossed that you also have a good therapist to get diagnosed with. My family never believed in it being a disorder and saw it as an attention-seeking thing. Oh, see, that's the thing. For me as well, I love my parents. I really, really do. But the first time I came up to them and said, hey, I think I have ADHD, they just said like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And not even, they didn't say it for me as an attention-seeking thing, so it was a bit different. But they just by default assumed that I couldn't have something like that because they weren't informed in it. They didn't really know what ADHD was. They just knew the stereotypes of it, like the loud kid in class, which I was a class clown. I was the picture book ADHD child, just that I was a girl. They were just like, you know what, not everything needs a label. You don't have ADHD. You're just a little forgetful or a little chaotic, blah, blah, blah. It's not ADHD. But then when I insisted and I told them, come on, let's read up on stuff together. Let's come to therapy with me. My therapist also wants to talk to you. Then obviously my parents understood and they were super sweet about it and they were very supportive throughout me getting diagnosed. But the first reaction also was just like nah, you don't have that. And I think it's more of a older generation thing. Yeah, it's the generation. Yep. So I know it can be even worse than that, where people have parents where they're just like, nah, no you don't. Stop seeking attention. Bro, is it that bad to seek attention to get help? Why do you think someone's seeking attention? They want to get the help that they need. But my parents are they're very open to it, and they are now very educated on it as well. And it's so cute, because maybe that's why I also said it, that it's not a bad thing to me to have ADHD. Of course it's not a bad thing. There are downsides where it can be hard to cope with it, where I think it's nice to find a community to kind of rant about these things. But I don't know, I think my mom just kind of saw it as a negative thing. And every time I bring up having ADHD, she says, But you're doing so well. It's not a bad thing. She always assures me it's not a bad thing that I have it. It's so cute. I don't feel like it's bad at all. I don't mind it. For me, it's just that's how I am. I just have a label for it now. My mother likes to diagnose us before she gets the result. I get it. I get that. I think that's the opposite side of the spectrum. Two of my sister-in-law's nieces are autistic. I also have quite a few friends who have autism, and I don't know, I think I click very well with people who are neurodivergent most of the time. I think most of my friends either have ADHD or autism or both. So yeah, I also know through that I've also learned a lot about autism. I have one friend who has ADHD and autism who told me to get checked for autism because she suspected that I might have it. But I've read up on it so much, and I don't think that I have it. From everything that I've read, it doesn't really click with me. So I don't think that I have autism. Again, if I would get diagnosed, I also wouldn't mind. It would be the same as ADHD. It would not change much for me. I'd just be like, huh. But I don't think I have that myself. Yes. But I'm also super happy because I know a lot of people in my community are neurodivergent, and it makes me so happy to know that I've created this safe space for all of us to just thrive in and be ourselves in. It's really nice. Yeah, there is a lot of overlap between autism and ADHD. That is true. That's why it's also sometimes sometimes there's wrong diagnoses because they can be very similar in some things. My mom is kind of in the middle at this. She's supportive because I have multiple mental illnesses and have been diagnosed for a while, and she's getting help for herself too, but she dismissed me when I mentioned I might have ADHD. I think it is also because there's a lot of misinformation on ADHD, because I feel like it's one of those things where everyone thinks that they know what it is, but what they know is mostly the stereotype of ADHD, and that's, the loud kid in class, the disruptive child. I don't know. Maybe it's because of that. I'm really grateful, Melissa. I'm really grateful for my parents because I have like 7 diagnoses, but also depression just runs in my family, at least on my mother's side. Yeah, it can be genetic. That's true. Neurodivergent team here. Yeah, all of us. I am also happy if there's supportive parents who, who don't dismiss what their children have. I feel like that should be the default. Yeah. What are you planning to do what are you planning to do to have a fulfilling life and not regret everything when you grow old and it's already too late? Wait, is that a question? Wait, what do you mean? What are you planning to do to have what are you planning to do to have a fulfilling life and not regret everything when you grow old? That's a first time chat as well. Jesus Christ, that's an intense question. Well, I shall be unapologetically myself. I don't know, I think the most important thing is doing the stuff that we want, being kind to one another, and learning. Being open to learning from our mistakes, and not being too harsh on ourselves. And loving. Speaking of, I do have a bit of a easy answer on that question. Buy cats and dogs, yeah, get pets. I do have a tiny bit of a life update. Wait, woman moving and speaking on a brick. That's not a brick, it's a television or a PC. Wait, woman educating and correcting me. A witch! I want to film another witch video. That was the first one of 2025. I also want to do Harry Potter skits. Yes, I do. I do want to do it. Realizing you can do anything but not everything and learning to be fine with that. Yeah, and also realizing that I think it was a quote from a show, that sucking at something is a first step at being kind of good at it. It's so true. Don't be afraid to suck at stuff. Don't be afraid to mess up. That's the main thing I can give to people. Perfectionism is oftentimes just the insecurity of making mistakes and thinking that you're going to get punished for it, or that your value decreases when you're not perfect. It's not true. It's a lie. It's the best thing you can do is try new things and suck at them, because all those little synapses in your brain, they're working. I saw a video once of a synapse under a microscope, or not a microscope, probably, hopefully the person wasn't dead, but I think it's a scan probably of what a brain looked like while a person was learning a new skill, and it's so active. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. And then be okay with the fact that you might suck a little bit in the beginning, but you're gonna get the hang of it. Oh, speaking of, I stopped going to Kung Fu. Remember when I was so hyped for it? I really liked it. But I read through the what is it, the agreement thing that you sign? Or the contract, and it's a 1-year contract, and I'd love to go, but I don't want to commit to a 1-year contract because it's hard for me to tell what I'm going to be doing the next month, so I much rather would have had like a month-to-month thing that maybe I can, cancel whenever I want to. I don't know. I'm not too keen on the 1-year contract, so I'm going to look around a little more for a different sport. But yeah, I do have a bit of a life update. I've been debating on whether or not I should share this, but I think I do want to share it. I'll just I'm trying to think how to say it best. There may be other venues that can do that for you. Yeah, exactly. I think it doesn't have to be this one. I mean, it was nice, but hopefully it would be one where I don't have to drive too far. That would be kind of cool. Because this Kung Fu place was like 10, 15 minutes away. That was nice. So, my life update. It rhymes with Shry have Shroy friend. Anyway, let's go and play some games. Let's go and play some games. let's play some horror. I think because we've talked quite a lot already, we can either end we can either play Tavern Manager or we can finish playing Chila's Art. But just yeah. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Tavern Manager. Let's do a poll. Tavern Manager or horror? Let's do a poll. You really think we can just move on to a game? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're referring to. I just. Please tell us more. Yes, I've started dating someone. I mean, yes, I guess that settles the question whether Sylvia and I are dating. We've always been roommates and best friends, but we've never dated. Never say never. Wink. No, but I do have a boyfriend now, and I've had one for the past 5 months, and it's very nice. I haven't dated anyone in many years. Actually, last time I had a boyfriend was when I was 18. Yep, I'm 27 now. Didn't think I'd date another man, but she hated it. Yes. A man, ew. Yeah, I didn't think I'd date a man again. I mean, if you've been around, you might know I'm pansexual, but he spawned, and he's very, very, I don't know, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Is he knowledgeable on ants? I must ask. I must ask. So yeah, I mean, we've been together for 5 months. We've dated for like 8. And now, but we've been official for 5 months, and it's going on 6. It's like, yeah, has he studied? Yeah, he spawned, and he's very similar to me. Also has ADHD. I'm sure if I'll ever decide to show him, he's also very shy, so he doesn't really want to be in the public eye at all. And I also didn't want to make my dating life. I never want to make my dating life a huge thing on social media. For me, that's private. And obviously, even sharing this now, I'm a little nervous because I don't know. It feels. I mean, I share a lot here anyway, but I didn't share this yet. Sylvia really likes him. They're also friends, so Sylvia approved. Actually, that is something that I told the guy I'm dating. I told him that if Sylvia wouldn't like him, I wouldn't be dating him. So I do trust Sylvia's judgment fully, and she really, really, she really likes him as well. They get along super well. So if Sylvia approves, we do too. Yeah, I can give you relationship advice. Now I can actually give it relationship advice because now I actually do have a story time. Because now I actually do have a partner, and it's really nice because I think for me it was also I did have very high standards because I had a really high base happiness. I was very happy being single. It's also been a bit of a running gag on here that I'm not dating anyone. And I always said if I'm only gonna consider dating if that other person raises my base happiness, and he really has. And you might know also from, whenever I canceled some streams last year because of health issues or stuff like that, he's been extraordinary at being there for me, which is a lot of stuff that I don't want to take for granted. Oh, horror one, yeah. So yeah, there's been so many things already in these past 5 months where I just saw that he's a really, really, really good person. And also, just, I feel like the right person for me. And I never felt that way before, so I'm happy. I'm also very shy sharing this. I usually don't get shy. But I don't know. I hope that was okay to share. Oh, I'm so happy. You guys are so happy. No, Sylvia hasn't bitten him yet. And he's also super supportive. He also, whenever we're not hanging out and I'm streaming, for example, he also watches my streams and he's super proud of everything that I do. Super supportive. And yeah. From the amount you're smiling and giggling, we can tell you really like him. I do. Does he also do karate? Well, no, not yet. But just as an example of the type of person he is, I was a little... is he here now? He's potentially in the apartment. Yes. But when I went to Kung Fu, for example, I have a bit of a thing where I just didn't know what type of people would be there, and I didn't know if there would be... Because one time I went to do kickboxing, and they literally beat me up, and I was just a little shy, and I didn't know, who's there and whatnot, and I just asked him, like, hey, can you just come with me? And just for the first lesson, so I know it's a safe, nice place. And he was like, yeah, of course. And then he drove me there and hung out and just basically watched the first lesson, just so I would feel safe. And that was so sweet. I don't know. It's those things, it's the little things in life. Very attentive. Very attentive. I don't know. I'm happy. Do you want to share how you met him? He's actually... I'll have to ask what's okay to share, because I know he's also super private and a little shy in terms of being online. So we did meet in real life. It wasn't through a dating app or anything. It was through a mutual friend. And it was basically love at first sight. Whatever. For both of us, though. He's a keeper and you are one. He's very supportive of you. Yes. And I feel so giggly. I don't even know why. I didn't think it would be this big of a deal. I thought I could, do the super cool thing where I just casually drop it, or like, whatever, I'm a boyfriend. Anyway, let's move on. But now I'm so giggly and nervous. Hold me. Now we know who Anonymous is. No, he's not Anonymous. Shout out to Anonymous, by the way. Thank you for being so supportive. But no, he's not Anonymous. No. But yeah, that's been happening. That's a little life update. Say hello to him from 100 of us. I will. I've also, in the beginning, both of us were very much just... I told him I don't want to talk about it on my streams, because this is the only outlet where I really talk about my personal life. Because also we just started dating, and I don't know, for me it's just something I prefer to keep offline, because it's just private, And he also said, like, he doesn't really want to be... I don't know, he's a little intimidated by being in front of this many people and being in the public eye, and he prefers to just keep, be private, keep things offline. I was like, yeah. So I didn't really think I would ever talk about him, but now it's been almost 6 months, and he's also really warmed up to it, and he feels comfortable with me sharing this, and I feel comfortable sharing it. And what the hell did I miss? Oh, just that I have a boyfriend. So I think it's good that we've waited until I announced it now. It's not even a huge announcement. It shouldn't change anything for you guys. But, since I share stuff about my life, I want to share the happy things too. And this is super happy for me. I will pretend he doesn't exist and keep proposing to you. I really appreciate that. I do hope that you do that. Please keep proposing to me. Oh, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting 10 subs. Thank you so much. Yay, celebration. Ooh, Moose. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Moose. You've been so generous this stream too. I thought we're all married though. Yes, we're all, it stays the same. We're all still married to each other. All of us here. Don't worry, we're all married. I will stay single for life. No hope for dating someone. I mean, take it from me. Can we marry him too? I'll ask. I'm sure he'll be open to it. Didn't think I'd date again at all. Is this secretly a cult? Not secretly. I mean, not a cult. Haha. But yeah, I don't know. Take it from someone who hasn't dated in 8 years, who didn't think I'd date again, and who certainly wasn't really interested in, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in it, and then suddenly he spawned, and now it's very much perfect. So it can happen. And I've heard these stories before, by the way, of people saying it happens when you least expect it. I kind of disagree, because it could have also happened these last 8 years where I wouldn't have expected it. It didn't, so it did take a few years until it happened, but when it did, I think it was the right time, and just the right person. Right person, right time. Does he know you don't run a cult? Yes, he's very supportive. But it's also so sweet. I don't know, I don't want to talk too much about it now. I don't want to turn this stream into me talking about it too much. But I'm really happy you guys are happy for me. Damn, first time in your stream and I already got some tea. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So the chance is 1 in 8 years. Next year will be my year. It can be your year any year. Hell yeah. Oh, you know the clip with Jennifer Aniston, the I love your confidence, and I think it was a child with cancer that said, my parents say I'm the most beautiful child in the world, or boy in the world, and then she just says, I love your confidence, and he does the side eye, he does like a imagine just, I love your confidence. No, I truly think it can happen whenever. I've been dating my girlfriend for almost 2 years now. I swear I'm blessed. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. No, I was joking, Tail Horse. I was joking. I just thought it was so funny. The chance is 1 in 8 years. Next year will be mine. I think so. Why not? Why not? And full disclosure, you don't have to date anyone. I was very content not dating. I was super fine not dating. I had a very nice base happiness. I had really a very nice social circle, great family, a job that I love doing, so I didn't need to date anyone, and I think that was the best predisposition to meet someone, because it didn't happen out of a need or out of a desperation, like I really need to date someone, I can't be single. I was very fine being single, and that way I was also picky enough to not date people who wouldn't have been good for me. So I think I did everything right. Unless you're a ginger. If it's 1 in 8 years, then this year should be mine. Yes! I recently told my therapist I'll never get over my ex, and this motherfucker said, so be it. Isn't a therapist supposed to say no to a statement like that? Because you can technically, I think, get over most people, depending on how the breakup went or, you know, the situation. But shouldn't a therapist try to encourage you? Although, I think it really depends on what happened. I'm 16 and never been in a relationship, but I think I might be bi. Do you have any advice on how to find someone? Well, I think she's done with me, I think. Well, I'll say this, the love of your life will never leave you feeling unwanted or uncertain. And you shouldn't have to beg the love of your life to love you. That's just not how it goes. You should always, from the first second, feel super wanted and cherished. You deserve that. With the 16 question, I think, first off, 16 is super young. And you've probably heard this, but there's no rush in dating anyone. But if you want to meet people, I mean, you already have a huge social circle in your school, at clubs. I mean, clubs not as in clubbing, clubs as in like sport clubs or painting clubs, or I don't know. What are those called? I don't mean the party clubs. Don't go clubbing at 16. If you do any, what are they called? If you if you do stuff, if you, I don't know, if you do sports, if you draw, if you sing. So in any activity clubs, you could meet people. after school activities, I don't know, stuff like that. And I just say don't. I think this is, and this is a biased clubbing at 16, let's go. No! Just now, Redhead Begins encourages teenagers to go clubbing. No, that's not, yeah, chess club, whichever. So just see who you naturally meet and don't try to push it, because you're gonna meet people regardless, and if they're right for you, it's gonna fit regardless. I would say just stay away from dating apps. Dating apps are trash. Some people are lucky, but to me that's like survivor bias. Just because something worked out for you doesn't mean it's not shitty in general. Dating apps are shitty. A lot of people on there and are just there to have casual encounters, and they will lie about it. I've had so many friends, female friends mostly, who've had their hearts broken by people who just wanted something casual, lied about it, gave them hopes, and then just left them there. It's so not worth it. So just protect yourself. Don't rush anything. Find happiness in being by yourself, having your friends around you, and don't try to seek that happiness from another person. So if I don't go out of my house, how do I meet the love of my life without apps? I'm not saying that people can't find other people on dating apps. Obviously, humans are humans. If there's a cool person and they happen to be on a dating app, not saying they suddenly turn into this evil creature. But I think one of the best ways to meet people is just through doing activities or through mutual friends. Yeah, don't force anything. Make friends, find your own happiness. That's a very good advice. Yeah, and always remember you deserve to be treated well. Yes, also set your bar on how you wish to be treated high. Bare minimum, people, I've said it, the bar is in hell for so many people. Don't settle. Don't settle to being treated shitty. Don't let someone make you feel like you have to accept poor behavior because otherwise you're not easygoing or whatever. Just don't. Set your bar up super high and protect your peace. That's the most important thing. Don't try to be the cool girl or the cool guy who just accepts being treated poorly. Don't do that. Because the only person not profiting off of that is you. Everyone else will, because they can treat you like shit, but you won't profit. So it's not worth it. Just protect yourself. I really needed that. Thanks, you're welcome. Love advice with me. I set the bar too fucking high. Well, when I say set the bar high, I don't mean appearance-wise. I think sometimes when people have this mind map of how someone's supposed to look, like they have to have this height and this eye color and this hair color. Obviously, you can have preferences, but I think scrap that and just let yourself be surprised by how the person looks. But set the bar high in terms of how you want to be treated. Have self-love. Self-love is the most important love you can have for a happy relationship, I'd say. And then the rest will come naturally. That's my advice. But also, I don't know, I also didn't expect to meet the person that I'm now dating, and yet suddenly he spawned, and he's so cool. I love him so much. A few minutes ago, we thought you were single, and now dishing out top-notch relationship advice. Well, the relationship advice that I have, I've dished out before when I was actually single. So that's technically not new. I've dished it out always. Now I just have, now I just won't say, trust me, I'm single, but I know stuff. Now I can say, hey, I'm actually in a relationship. I've done both sides of the coin. I've been single for a long time, and I'm now also in a relationship. And I'd say I have a lot of advice to give out. Take everything with a grain of salt, though. I'm not relationship Jesus. I don't know everything. But what I see in other people is truly, truly a lack of self-love and self-respect. And it's not their fault, because they've probably been socialized to feel that way about themselves, but it just opens the door for people who might treat you poorly. And unfortunately, there's enough people out there who will treat you poorly. So, in an ideal world, it shouldn't be a negative thing if you don't actively, have to look out for yourself. It should be given that people are kind and nice, but unfortunately, you do have to have your walls up a little bit. and be careful a little bit. And when someone there's things like if people start testing your boundaries, you have to recognize it as someone testing your boundaries, and you don't have to be cool with everything. It's really important that if someone acts in a way that hurts you, upsets you, you say that and you say, "Hey, I don't want to be treated this way." And then you don't get talked into being like, "Oh, but I was just joking around. But I was just doing this." No, just have your boundaries. Boundaries. My main thing. Are you still wearing the pearl clip? Hell yeah, Sylvia gifted this to me. Of course I am. I love the pearl clip. It's cute. And I love that. Relationship Jesus, Vicky. What? No, I said I wasn't. I wasn't. But if you insist, I guess I'll accept the title. I guess. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, enough of all of that. I wanted it to just be a tiny thing, but now I've already talked about it for so long. Let's go play horror games. Keeps your hair out of your eyes. Well, technically this hairstyle already does that, but I like it. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm 13 and bi in my friend group. We joke with each other about crushes, even though we literally don't care about it. Yeah, same. When I was 13, I was joking around about crushes all the time as well. I pray to you day and night. You're so sweet. You need a matching one on the other side. I do have a matching one. I have 2 of these. One of them, I don't know fully where it is. I just found this one. But I don't think this one has the same effect. Prefer this one. This one's so cute. So I might have to find it again. I don't know where it is. I do lose things. After the love talk, time for a horror game. Cracks knuckles, but I guess you can keep asking me stuff while we play. Alright, what are we gonna play? Do we want to just finish the Chila's art game? I think that's nice. I didn't see the teaser. Send it again. But I don't know, it's also nice. I don't know, I feel very, very understood. There were 2 buttons in front of you, yes and no. Which do you press to opt out of emails? Here's your sentence. If you would like to opt out of the subscribe process, don't click yes. If I'd like to opt out, then don't click yes. Then I would click no. Right? 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 Anyway, on to gaming. I have a Pinterest board of you and Sylvia. Really? Can you share it? Can you share the link? Is that something you can share? I want to see. I wish to see it. Show me. I think it's yes. Yeah, but it says don't click yes. Oh. No. If you would like to opt out of the unsubscribe no, I would click yes, because it's the unsubscribe process. If you would like to opt out of the unsubscribe process, but I don't want to opt out of the... Yeah, because I don't want to opt out of the unsubscribe process. I want to stay in the unsubscribe process. It's not if you want to unsubscribe, don't click yes. It's if you want to opt out of the unsubscribe process. So yes, that makes sense. Now I get it. It took a second though. I like these teasers. I like them a lot. Thanks. Alright. Setting everything up. Nothing else can save me. SOS. Oh my god, that's horrible. Why is it so green? SOS. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? Oh, that's fine, right? It takes the orange out of my hair. No, look at that. Ah! Hey guys! Hey everyone! Let's play a game! La la la! So, let's talk about my love life again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not fully sorry. I'm just a little sorry. No, I don't want to take the color out of my hair. Okay, you know what? I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. It'll just take a wee second. Hi Vicky, I made fan art for you. I wanted to send another piece, but I still haven't finished, so I made this one instead of finishing it. From Isa. Look at that. That's so fucking cool. I love the art style so much. Oh my god. Even the wolf shirt. Oh, Alpha by choice. That's so cute. I love that so much. Thank you so much. I hope you're still here and saw me reacting to it. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. It's so well drawn. The style is just so cool. It is a lighting thing. It is, because I barely have any lighting ever since I have my new camera. My room is fairly dark, and before it was pretty bright. So it's definitely a lighting thing, and it's definitely on me, because I could just get a new extra light here. But now I actually have to do this. So it doesn't take everything away. Good, I think this is fine. Let's go into the game. Let's head right in.
When you're gone, how could I even try to go on?
So, weiter geht's. Wait, which one of you sent the art? Please tell me, because it's so cool. Park. No. No. I have to redo everything? Oh. No! Why? Why are Chila's art games so bad at saving the game?
Only balls can't fucking him make yours. Only yours, it's all it's in a best. It's not up. You say it's nothing. Big daddy got it. Got a man dancing.
You know what? Not a problem. Because we can speedrun. It's my art! Oh, living person, thank you so much. I love it so much. Alright. Later. Okay, let's speedrun this and then... sorry. I keep not taking pictures. I keep accidentally... Coming home soon? I'm sorry. Why would I? Okay. So. I love the song, thank you. Well, I can't see anything in here. There is something about the boots. This game isn't as interesting as previous Chilla's art games. I agree. Which is kinda sad, because I think it had potential to be super interesting with the camera. As a main... Like, with the camera being a lens to another world. But I unfortunately agree that it's not as interesting to me either. So... I think I'd leave it up to you guys if we continue playing this or not. Should I continue playing? Or should we just switch to another game? Yeah, let's do a poll. Was it also swing? Polls! Yeah! Let's do a poll! Whichever could it be? In a stripper way. Thank you for clarifying. I really appreciate you clarifying. Now it's dark. Oh, now that weird mouse thing is gonna be everywhere, right? Yep. Anyway, Panda has a weird shadow. Yep. Yep, yep. Oh, right. Sure thing, sure thing. I love poles, but in a magnet kind of way. Wait, let me see. Oh no, it's 7-7. Yeah, vote on the polls. You have a chance to influence what I play. Yes, come on, reach out. I know you have your little hands there. Yes, go on. Go on. Yeah. But there were people. Yeah, that's what I said. There were people right here. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 9, 11. Is the mouse technically dangerous? 12. Ew. It's still unsettling a little bit. No! Why is it 50-50? No! A tie? Oh, look, it's the weird mouse. Is it gone? Does it stay? Can it jump scare me? 12. It's tied. Let's do another poll, but you have to decide. You have to tell me what you think. And it can't be a tie. So, wasn't she in the mirror? Or was it the other bathroom? I guess it's my choice. No, another poll. I insist. I'm afraid. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you bastard! Ah! I forgot about this jump scare. Dang it. Was there also one in here? Ah. Okay, one more. I need one more. Ah, yep. The water thing. Oh, that's me, Mickey. I don't know. I miss Sheila's art games like Parasocial. I like Sheila's art, but what I don't like is that they're being too experimenty with their things. I really liked Parasocial, even the store one where the store was haunted. The one in the cafe where you had to do chores. Bro, those games, S tier horror games. I love them because it's indie, it's super interesting, it's really fun. What I don't enjoy as much as those games is... Oh, I think the swing was still one. Yep. Okay. Where are you, child? Ah. Hey, I caught you! Get out of there! Yeah, the barista one I loved. But these new ones, again, they're not bad, but they just don't have the same, you know, der Schmackes. Derselbe Schmackes. So, you know, just my 2 cents. So. Gut. Upload. Is there another poll? No, okay. Gut. Alright. I don't know. It's just... It's a little sad, because I feel like Sheila's Art really has so much potential to have just really, really fun indie horror games. And it's just... It's still the same art style. But the story, the last one as well, was the spot the difference type game, I think in the train. They're fun, but they're not Sheila's Art games to me. So I just love if there's something a little different. Oh no, she's still here, but anyway, no one. Let them try stuff, bro. I am letting them try it. I'm happy they're trying stuff. I support them as a studio. They're one of my favorite gaming studios because they're indie and I love their style. And I mean, I bought all the games, so I am supporting them. And I'm happy that they're trying out stuff. My personal preference, and this is very subjective, is I would have loved if they have a bit more of the old games. just the storyline, just the, you know, going places, doing chores. Parasocial didn't have chores, but I don't know, I like that. It sucks because nowadays you have to Google a lot to even understand the ending. Yeah, it sucks because nowadays you have to Google a lot even to understand what the ending and story was about in these games. But you just said verbatim, they suck ass, I hate them for trying new stuff. Damn it, I forgot I said that. You caught me there. You caught me there. I did say that. I did say it exactly like that. You're right. Vicky, do you do Duolingo? Yes, if they decide to sponsor me. No, but I did use Duolingo before in my life, yes. And I quite enjoyed it. Sorry, I know the poll said no, but right now, I don't know why, but I weirdly got dedicated to continuing, and I don't know why. I don't know what exactly made me committed to keep going. Ew, is that a little... Yeah?
Vicky, the doctor called about the hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, my hemorrhoid cream, yes! What about my hemorrhoid cream? My pustules? Boy, I'm so glad I muted myself before we talked. Boy, oh boy, have my hemorrhoids gotten big.
The doctor wants to know, are they still blue or
Oh,
are
they...
non-black?
No, they are still blue. Oh, but I don't want them to leave. I quite enjoy them. Alright. Oh, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Are you leaving? Oh. So. Oh, so Sylvia does charity.
I gotta wake up early because I do charity work.
So, Sylvia, guess what I told my chat today?
What?
That I have a boyfriend. Yeah, I told her.
I'm the boyfriend.
Yeah, anyway. So, anyway. What is that thing? Is there something I'm missing in this fan? I know the chat said to change the game. Oh, Anonymous, thank you for gifting 10 subs again! That's so many subs already this stream. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't know you could open this. Thanks to Anonymous, now we know. Because I actually really didn't. I thought this was... She does charity. Thank you, Anonymous! Yes, I was gonna say, please keep chat language in... So... Was there someone in the washing? Sorry, that's the silliest one. Just a child in the washing machine. You know what? I'm not even worried or surprised that she left. I bet she didn't even get kidnapped by whatever... by whatever that thing was, or that mouse was. She just left. Hey! That's what I'm talking about. You're in my toilet! Are you in here? Hello? Oh, there's a weird woman. I remember there's a jump scare with a weird woman. Who stood here. Right? Remember her? Remember the weird woman jump scare? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you know how confident and speedrunning I've been so far? It stops now. Because this is about as far as I played before. Okay, so there's also this one. Yep. Why is she elongated? Ugh. Personally, I don't really get super scared of cockroaches. I don't mind cockroaches as much. I think they're fine. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to have them near me. Wouldn't want them in my house, but that's... They're no different to me than other bugs, if that makes sense. Wouldn't want them near me. Don't find them more disgusting than, say, other bugs. Oh, look at you holding on. Keep holding on. 'Cause you know we'll make it through. Just stay strong. 'Cause you know we're here for you. There's nothing you can say. Nothing you can do. There's no other way when it comes to the truth. Okay, I think there's a jump scare here. I remember there being... Yep. Is she okay? I doubt it, because she's dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 5 more. 5 more. We get it. You're so sweet. You even love cockroaches. Miss Perfect. I don't... What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't feel disgusted by cockroaches. I just don't... Because I know some people have a phobia of them. I think it's kind of cool how they survive basically anything. Couldn't they even survive a nuclear blast? They're so resilient. And that's kind of cool. Now, would I want them in my apartment? Absolutely not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want any kind of bug in my apartment. But if you keep loving cockroaches, we can't be friends anymore. My bestie is Pat Cockroaches. See? They're cool. Also, thank you so much for subscribing. Slacks Hawaii. Wait, where do I separate the username? Slacks Hawaii. Thank you so much. I want to pronounce that right. Yeah, also first time chat from Blood Moon. Welcome. Hi there. Now, where do we continue? Okay, how about this? Since we all feel kind of half-assed about continuing this game, how about you guys help me find the locations to take photos? And then we just kind of speedrun it. Instead of spending a long time just investigating and stuff. Because, again, I love Chila's art. I love their games. This one, none of us feel super strongly about. So, with the utmost respect, let's speedrun this. If anyone wants to find the locations. So, can I now go into rooms? Oh, I think that's the outside door. Peep, peep, poo, poo. Can I go in now? Okay, that's the daughter's room. Ew! Oh, do they auto-close? Why is there a CCTV on the TV? If cockroaches weren't an infestation and actually damaging the house and my health, I would have no problem with having cockroaches in the house. Well, I mean, they are an infestation. Vicky, the woman was behind the door of the bathroom. Really? Oh, I didn't see her. Ah! Who's that woman? Is that still my child? Yes! Or no. Depending on how this turns out. Oh, it's a jump scare. I can feel it. Oh! Because I can't activate my camera. This happened last time and we thought it was a bug. Joke's on you, can't get me. I'm peeking. Oh. Full disclosure, I didn't see what happened. Because I closed my eyes. Ah! Ew! What happened? You gotta tell me because I didn't see. The mouse closed the door? That fucking mouse? Really? Rat jump scare. You son of a bitch. Well, not on my watch, you don't. Ha! Ew! It's walking towards me. I'm in a lot of danger. Now you have to get the mouse because he'll try to get you. Not on my watch. Not if I close the game. Watch this. So. Roll credits. Dance on me, balls. You know, remember how the poll said that we shouldn't play this? Let's just listen to the poll. Let's just listen to the poll. I hate being chased. I hate your votes matter, guys. Your votes matter so much to me, in fact, that I decided to listen to them so hardcore that now we're gonna play Tavern Simulator. I absolutely would have loved to continue, but you guys said I shouldn't. And, you know, I didn't want this to be something where you felt left out or disrespected. So, you know. That's why I think it's nice. Put the tray down first. Yes, yes. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's 4 a.m. Should we maybe sleep? So, I believe this is called gaslighting. No. No. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I don't appreciate being chased. And if I don't appreciate having to be on my tippy toes to get that stupid mouse. Or to keep it away from me. Apologies. I really don't like it. I really hate the feeling of I don't know, of being chased, of being in constant danger. I like horror games that are more of the walking simulator type games where you walk through it and it has... I'm fine with few chasing sequences, but that's too much for my nerves today. Was this a love child of Minecraft and the supermarket simulator? I think so, kinda. I think they can be accurate. So, how much soup do we have? 1. Hello. Oh, already has her beer. Good, good, because I have fairies that I hired. Did I mention? I have fairies I hired. Oh, horror games where you have a job simulator. Exactly. Finally, someone gets it. I love job simulator games. Because all you do is just work. And if that's the horror game, even better. Greeting, fine gentlemen. I wonder if they've changed anything in this game. Puppy... Yes! Puppy Playtime Chapter 4. I'm so excited for that. See? There's so many games I'm excited for. I also got some keys on Steam. Some horror games keys. I have to look at those as well because we can play those. You have serving fairies? Well, they do a multitude of jobs. If they so please. So, what else? Just a nice steak. I've hired a cleaning fairy and a serving fairy. So nicht anders. I'm creating a second shop simulator in my little free time. Are you? If it's done, I really want to play it. I'd be super happy playing it. So, isn't this chill? It's Monday. All of us want to relax a little bit. Want to just have a nice time. Not worry about things. Let's all unwind as I clean stuff in my tavern. Ooh, freedom! Are you a customer? Toilet. No, what happened? This dwarf was originally on top of the roof, then fell down, and now it's completely crushed. Ooh. Oh, a 2D, not second. Isometric pixel art. Oh, that's so cool. I would love that so much. Please tell me I could play that if it's done. I would love to play that game. That would be so cool. Ah, it's one of the stinky guests. Boo-hoo. There is a type, if you haven't seen me playing this yet, there's always types of guests that have the, I don't know, that little stink around them, and they leave the super dirty footprints and just randomly tomatoes and bones, I guess, for whichever reason. Because that's, you know that feeling when there's just bones and tomatoes coming out of you? That moment when. So, here you go, guys. Jesus Christ. Alright, soup, beer, sausage, and meat. Soup, beer, sausage, and meat. Can do this. Maybe in 5 years when I finally finish it. Okay, well, fair enough. There's no rush in finishing it fast, because I'm sure it takes time. Just get water. Jesus Christ. Chores. Is it me or is the game today a little more motion sickness inducing than last time? Because I don't usually get motion sickness, but I feel a little bit right now playing this. Is it just me or is anyone else experiencing it? Did they change something? Because I think I never really had motion sickness with this. Unkind people are hot because we want to fix them. Is there some type of living being you dislike? Yes, unkind people, actually. Very much so. Very much so. I can't really watch it, but I'm very easily motion sick. Really? 'Cause same. Right now, somehow. I'm not like, I like this game, but I'm not feeling the motion sickness too much. Up. Perfect soup. Anyone else have feedback on it? Or is it just some of us feeling this way? Am I imagining it? Because I've played this game and I've never felt motion sick from it before. Oh my god, what the fuck? That moment when bones fall out of your pockets. That moment when you just suddenly lose your salami. Well, there is. Okay, let's think about it. Is there any type of person that I don't like? I don't like people who are assholes, obviously. I don't like people who are close-minded. In a way where they would be discriminatory towards those who don't fit into their worldview. So I think I do tend to like open-minded people more. Aside from the obvious things like murderers and stuff, well, now it's a serious question. No, the settings are the same. It did look this cartoonish before as well. It looked the same type of cartoonish. The art style is the same, but I think they might have updated it. I'm afraid not only for the best, because I know I'm feeling the motion sickness. I think we might have to switch to a different game, which is unfortunate because I do like this game. Yeah, sure. Bye. I don't like people who are overly greedy. and people who always have to... These are just some traits I don't like. Obviously, a person can have some of these traits and I'd still be fine with them. But there are some people who always have to have everything done their way. And they're how you say in German, besserwisserisch. And that can be a little draining. So herrisch. Okay, I haven't noticed any motion problems. Yeah, know-it-all. Yeah, like a know-it-all type situation. Because it depends on how you do it. If you do know something better and you want to educate someone, obviously that's fine. But I think there's ways to do it. I think bottom line, if you're respectful towards others and open-minded and kind, then we're fine. Love your TikToks. Thank you, Calypso. Thank you so much. That makes me very happy. Also, people who are mean to others. I mean, that should be an obvious thing, but stuff like gossiping about others, really don't like that. Especially if they're gossiping about others for being different, or I don't know. I had some mean girls and mean guys in my old school back in the day, and those are just types of people I would just steer clear of. Thoughts on people who slip their cold feet under your butt while watching a movie? Well, as someone who warms themselves on others, I unfortunately can't judge that. I do warm myself. Sue me, I have cold feet. It's not a choice. Yeah, Anonymous gift subs. So, look how nicely that shines. How beautiful. Get back to work. So. I think right now the people I have in my life are just really, really, really nice. And they match very well with me. We have very similar energies. So I'm really happy the way it is now. Surround yourself with people who you wish to be around and whose values you share, because the people around you really affect how you feel. Also, people say birds of a feather tend to stick together, and that's true. So always be around those people who are good for you, because it does reflect on who you are as a person as well. When you have no one, how do you do that? Well, do you mean if you have no people in your life who you'd like to hang out with? Woo! Woohoo! Have to buy ingredients. I'm getting a little motion sick. I don't know, I'm not feeling this game today as much. Closing my tavern. It sucks because I have so many coins now as well. I feel like I've reached a point in the game where I can finally have many coins, and now I'm not feeling it as much anymore. Damn it! But I've worked so hard to get here. I want my money back, I say. So. Dun 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 dun. How do I Gut. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 5. Delivery. Back to tea spilling. I follow 3 people on TikTok. Sylvia, Vicky, and Skyrim Cartales. Yeah, nice. I'm very happy that I'm a part of it. You stop gaming? Well, Tagesform, day 4. Well, the shape... Tagesform. Well, I mean, the... Tagesform... Today's... This is the condition that you're in today. Yeah, maybe it's just today that I'm getting a tiny bit of... tiny bit of motion sickness. In that case, I've closed my tavern. Let me just get the last offer in. Let me just clean my toilet, because I do enjoy doing that. And then I'd say let's go back to just chatting. So, I do think this was important, though. Oh, I hated it in the Charizard game, the mouse chasing us. So is the mouse a vengeful spirit? Because it did kill all the children. I wonder what the story is. I guess we'll never find out. Oh, it's a poo-poo. Boop. Alright, let's clean all of this. Make sure everything is nice and tidy here. And then we can finally end the day. So. You were the first one I followed? Really? I'm feeling it too a little. The motion sickness? Huh. Well, worry not. Because we're going back to just chat. So. Earn 10,000 coins. Wow. So, I don't know. I think that's... I mean, it's almost 11 anyway. So, I'd say this was a really, really fun stream, guys. I really enjoyed it. I'm also glad we talked a little bit about some personal stuff. That was very fun. And I'm also super happy you guys were so excited for me. I was a little... not nervous about sharing it, but in the beginning indecisive, and then I felt sure. I've felt sure for like 3 streams now that I want to share this little life update. But I wanted to wait to be like fully sure. And now I'm super happy you guys had such a nice reaction to it, and I'm very happy I don't have to keep it a secret anymore, because there's some stuff I've been also hiding in my room. Like if I had certain gifts, like we went to this the piñata was, by the way, also a gift from him, because he knew I've always wanted to get a piñata, so finally got one. Or also down here, it's now unfortunately a little crumbled, but I finally got gifted one of these. I've always wanted to get gifted one, and I've always had it hanging like here, but for the streams I always took it down because I figured if there's like a giant heart. So so yeah. Damn, he knows you. He really does. That be said, he knows me very, very well. He pays a lot of attention. So I don't know, I'm very happy. What happened? Are you okay? I'm okay. There was just a bit of a life update. And it's a positive one. It's whoever didn't hear before, I have a boyfriend. Okay. Deception, okay? Is she okay? We don't know, and I'm very happy. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm very happy. And I really enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you guys on Thursday. So until then, stay smexy. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Let me bite. And I'd say we'll see each other again soon. Ooh-wee, it's me, your inner voice. Who would have thought there's such a huge reveal? Also, thank you, Ollie, for the sub. I just saw it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, thanks to Nikki for my sub gift. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say thank you very much before I leave. I didn't mean to skip over that. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs, this stream, and all the resubs. It's not your inner voice. This is Vicky right now. Now it's your inner voice again. Do something kind for yourself. Self-love is the most important love. Woo! Woo! Woo!